everyone. Welcome to Will It Be a Classic, the show where we talk.
Wait.
Today we're talking about the movie Talk to Me, the new A24 horror movie. Got John on again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mark. Again.
Again. Um, so you saw Talk to Me a couple days ago. I just saw Talk to Me.
You're fresh.
Yes.
Freshly cracked.
So before I give my thoughts, what like your like kind of general thoughts about
My
Talk to
general
Me?
thoughts about Talk to Me.
Yeah.
I will talk to you about that right now. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was an above average movie, an above average horror movie for this period of time that we're in.
Mhm.
It kind of reminded me of uh some of the other good stuff that's been coming out in the horror world right now. I think there's a really obvious Hereditary comparison to be made. Um, I picked up big Hereditary inspiration on it. Um, I thought it had a lot more depth than I expected it to. I liked all the performances. And I liked the freaky gore. Um,
I
yeah. What do you think?
so I thought this was like I loved this movie. I thought it was one of the most like distressing movies I've seen in such a long time.
Mm,
Like
talk to me.
I was really like stressed out. Is just like it didn't really scare me or anything, but it stressed me out so much from the opening scene with the kangaroo, or even before that with
Yeah.
the party, where it opens with the
Yeah.
party and this like we follow this guy who's like stressed out looking for his brother, and his brother stabs him and then kills himself
In an awesome way.
in a crazy way
That I
that's
don't
just
think
like
everyone has the precision to do.
no.
That takes an athlete.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And it like from then on, the movie is again. I'm stressed out the whole time watching this movie, but in like a good way, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
No, yeah.
Um,
Kind of like the Hereditary stress,
yeah,
the Uncut Gems, good stress,
yeah, yeah, that's
good
true.
stress.
Like I love Safdie Brothers movies.
It's
Those are like some of the most stressful movies ever. But yeah, I just the plot of the movie is pretty simple. They find the hand of a medium that could like talk to the dead, and they kind of play like this game with it, and essentially like allow themselves to like get possessed for like 90 seconds. Um and it's really cool. There is a very obvious drug allegory or metaphor, meaning whatever it is, it's very clear that it's like addiction.
Yeah.
It's like addiction and grief are the two main like topics
Yeah.
that are being explored in this movie. Which I thought was cool. Little heavy handed sometimes, where I was like, this is
Handed.
I didn't even didn't even mean to make that pun. But yeah. So do you know anything about the guys who made these?
I did not. I now do.
Yeah.
I'm only aware of their content on YouTube. I I guess they made a very prolific video where Ronald McDonald is like hurting someone,
Yeah.
but yeah, never heard of them. Rack Rack, is that what they're called?
I think so. I think something like that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. You just asked me. How would I, or how would you?
Talk to me.
Anyways,
The movie about the hand with the plan.
so is there any, I guess, like scene in particular that just sticks out to you that like now a couple days later you still are kind of like thinking about? Because there's a lot of
Yeah,
just striking scenes in this movie.
for sure. Um, the my favorite scene from this movie is when they party with the hand. You know, when they have like a little private hand session. And the kids are like grabbing the hand and they're just having a good time partying with the hand, you know.
Yeah.
They're becoming demons and like one girl's like singing in Italian or something.
Yeah,
And
I
then
thought that was cool.
yeah, I love that the kids who have the hand,
Mm.
the one actor who's like the short kid with the long hair,
Right.
that kid is incredible.
I
I thought they were a great like teenage shithead
when
party animal.
when Phil and I were leaving the theater, he said the same thing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
they were perfectly cast, whoever
yeah,
that is.
I the actress that plays Mia.
Is that the main? Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, she was the main character. She fucking killed it.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Like
I was with it.
that. I mean, it's the range that she had to have was just like ridiculous. Sophie Wilde. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
like good on her because holy shit, the what she had to do for this movie was insane. Um, she was the one that was like singing in like
Yeah.
Italian or French or
Right,
something.
right, right.
Um, she's like slowly like just losing her fucking mind throughout these like 93 minutes or whatever how long this movie is, which is
Yeah.
pretty short, which is kind of cool. Like a horror movie that's like 90 minutes.
Yeah,
Love
right.
that.
It didn't need to be any longer.
No, it really didn't. And the movie already got greenlit for a sequel.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me too.
Yeah,
Electric Boogaloo.
yeah, man.
I don't know how I feel about that. Just off rip. Like I feel like I got every. I would rather just have a new movie by the directors
I'm
than a
curious as to
sequel.
what, like, I'm curious as to like what the sequel would be. Like, I don't know if it'll just follow like another group of kids, or if it'll follow like Mia sort of at where she's at the end of the movie. We can just go into spoilers.
Yeah, yeah. In the ghost realm.
Yeah.
That would be sick. That would kind of be cool if it's a adventures of a ghost
Yeah.
possessing people's body for 90 seconds at a time.
Because like I want to follow Mia. Like,
yeah,
she's cool. I want to follow her character.
I bet it's gonna be like a like one of those stories where it's like it's mostly about other characters, but then maybe she like slips in during the like second act or something.
Like that. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, it's A24, so it's
honestly it's shocking to me. A sequel?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
they should do a cartoon.
It would be. I anything that A24 greenlights, I would not be surprised with. Like they are just that studio that will. I expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
With them a lot of times.
Yeah.
I mean, and even with Talk to Me, where there's a handful of moments where, like, all right, I see what's gonna happen. I know what's about to happen. It was still fun.
Yeah.
Like towards the end, when she is trying to like frantically figure out how to save Riley, the little brother.
Yeah.
My like in my mind, I immediately went back to it's like the kangaroo in the beginning of the movie where she didn't have the strength to like kill
right.
So,
right.
like, I was just like, all right, well that all makes sense
right.
now. Which again is fine.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It doesn't need to be like this crazy twists and turns.
I like that our main character has to kill a child to save their soul.
Yeah.
You know what I really like about this movie is everything about this situation is left really ambiguous. Like they say it's the hand of a psychic medium cast in clay. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
It's just a cast.
Yeah.
But we never like get as the audience, we never like see the scroll that declares so, or we don't see the hand. We never even see the hand inside the hand. I expected that to crack open.
Yeah.
Or like when she thinks the way that our character has to solve this problem is she's got this boy in hell and she's got to get the boy out of hell. But we don't even know if the boy's actually in hell because she has demons in her head
Yeah.
showing her all this crazy shit. Maybe they're just showing her that.
Well, yeah,
You
it's
know,
a very like unreliable narrator because we're
Right.
watching the movie through Mina's eyes. So she's just like
I want to change my favorite scene. It's when she wakes up sucking the guy's foot.
that was a funny scene. Yeah, that was that was pretty
These
funny.
demons can do anything.
Yeah. I was sort of just like,
Oh my
like,
God.
sucking this dude's toes.
A dream come true.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, that part rocks.
Yeah.
That's one of the there's a moment in this movie where a kid puts his hand in his eye and tries to pull his
gouge
own eye out.
Yeah.
That was less shocking to me than seeing her sucking on those toes.
Him
That was awesome.
him
In
trying
a
to pull his
theater.
eye out wasn't a shocking, but when he smashed the fuck out of his face on the cabinet, that I sort
like
of like
that.
went back in my seat and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
what we do in horror movies now. We kill kids.
Well,
Kids
yeah.
get
And it's always
you're in danger.
have you seen Halloween Ends?
Nope. No.
So Halloween Ends starts with a kid death.
Is it good?
It's yes.
Watch out, kiddies.
A kid literally like just I'm gonna spoil it for you, but a kid falls off the banister and you kind of see it. You see just enough of like this kid's like head just like snapping,
Nice.
and it's like, fuck, like
Yeah.
it's very real. They're doing a really good job with making these deaths look like very realistic.
We're in a brand new era.
Yeah.
Little kids are getting what's coming to them now.
Yeah, I
They're
guess.
getting their heads knocked off or split open. Kids aren't safe.
I will say that I mean we talked about Haley and Mia. I think all the acting is awesome.
Who's Haley? Is that's the
night
guy? Yeah.
But the acting across the board is really good. Like everyone's
Yeah.
doing a good job, and they're all pretty much like first time actors for the
Yeah.
most part.
I liked every character.
Mm-hmm.
The sister of the little boy that's head gets fucked up.
Yeah.
She was the only one that I mean, like it's not like she got on the screen. I was like, whoa.
The mom
but
kind of annoyed me a little bit.
the mom. Oh yeah.
She was just. It was
Wait. What mom? Ghost mom or the mom of the?
the mom of the little boy.
Yeah.
She kind of pissed me off a couple times. So I was like, really? Like,
Mhm.
come on, just stop. Like, I don't know, because she was being like extra hard on Riley, which maybe because like towards the end of the movie, the mother sort of confesses to Mia that like, she was super hard on Riley and like he just
Yeah.
panicked and everything. And it's like maybe if there was like more for that relationship, but all we really saw was like a scene and a half of the mom being like really shitty towards her son.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was really it. And then we don't go back to it until like 70 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
And it's only touched once.
Yeah.
Like they don't mention it ever again.
It's not like the biggest, element of the story. No.
Yeah. So it's like in a weird way, because it wasn't so focused on it, it really just made the mom come off as just a very mom.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like I think what they were intending to do was to like
A stern mom.
Yeah, was to make it like a stern mom, and when Riley gets hurt, to see the mom like have sort of this change of heart, like the character growth, but because we don't ever see the character growth, I don't know. There might be like a 2-hour version of this movie out there somewhere, which I mean again, I think the runtime of this movie is perfect. Like I wouldn't change it, but
yeah,
if I were to give it like one flaw, I think just like the mom is almost like insufferable the couple of times that we see her.
Yeah, this is a movie about how if you're a stern mother, your kid's gonna party with a fucked up hand, and he's gonna crack his head open on that.
I mean, it does sort of kind of make
or
sense,
a bad friend,
but it does sort of make sense leaning into like the drug and addiction sort of aspect of it, where like you have like the super strict mom, so like you're almost a little bit more likely to act out, psychologically speaking, I guess.
Hmm.
Um,
Seeking mystical, dangerous objects.
well, again, it's although I watched a
Nose
review,
candy.
I watched a review of this, and it's like if there was some sort of thing that like you would put on TikTok of like this game,
Yeah.
I feel like that would actually be something that like if it were real, people would
The
do it.
hand.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I think that this movie portrays this situation really
very realistic.
realistically.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. It's like this is exactly what I would expect to happen to an object like this,
yeah, it would just be
in
on there
our
for like
reality.
YouTube and
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok.
I
And
like the way that we see this thing through social media at first, just
mhm,
like the characters would.
yeah,
Like there's shots near the beginning where it's like it'll be like behind her back and she's looking at the phone and there's a kid who's like going
yeah,
demon mode,
mhm,
and it's just like, oh, this is a world that's pretty much like ours, but this is just there's this demon thing happening. Yeah, I thought that was it was smoothly put it in there. End of thought.
I thought it was yeah. I mean, like I thought it was really cool. It was because it's definitely something that like as I said, if there was just this demon hand that you could fuck around with for 90 seconds, I know
Would you
that
do it?
yes. um, I probably would if it's 90 seconds. Yeah, like I don't know if it would be something that I would do again, but hey, said that about
I grew up thinking I wouldn't smoke weed when I was older.
yeah. I grew up thinking that I would never like touch a
Yeah,
cigarette,
I
that
have
I would never
tattoos. I didn't
look
think
at
I
a
would have
cigarette.
that.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
always wanted tattoos. I always wanted my ears pierced.
and some kids always want to fuck with magic hands.
Yeah.
This is a movie about a social problem that hits every home differently.
Well, it yeah.
The magic hand problem, the
Well,
monkey's paw
I was
dilemma.
gonna say this. I mean, this it's very similar to like it's another cursed object kind of film,
Yeah.
but I like sort of the angle that they take with it.
What's another cursed object movie?
Uh, Monkey's Paw.
Is that a movie?
Yes,
Oh,
there's a movie called Monkey's Paw.
Jumanji,
Jumanji,
cursed object movie.
Ouija.
Ouija.
Um,
Um, uh, it is kind of like a Ouija board scenario. Yeah,
very much. Yeah.
talking to the devil through a fun prop. I didn't read any of the writing on the side of the
The
hand.
Ring, Child's Play, The Evil Dead.
Cursed object movies.
Yeah.
And where you can stream them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Where
lot
can
of
we stream The Ring?
Oh,
Fire Walk with Me.
Evil Dead. Not really Kevin. It's Christine, the cursed car, or cursed cars,
Poltergeist. That's a cursed area.
the cursed tomatoes, technically killer tomatoes. But anyways,
I
yeah,
don't count that.
I just but I like the angle that this movie took with the cursed objects, where it's and as you said earlier, where it's very like ambiguous with like you don't
Yeah.
really know
Right.
what the hand is. It would be kind of so for the sequel, would you want them to sort of dive into like the history of the hand, or would you want them to follow Mia, or would you want it to be an entirely new cast of characters?
This is something that I'm thinking about is like I can't think of what more I want from this world, from this hand story. I guess maybe what I would want the sequel to be, this is my cheating answer, is it would be like an anthology thing, like the next movie would like be a separate, maybe same universe,
But like
similar.
Megan's foot.
Yeah. Talk to me. You put the foot in your mouth
Yeah.
and you wake
gotta
up
suck on some toes.
sucking on the devil's pinky toe. Yeah. Talk to me.
Man.
Yeah. That would be a good movie. Is it
Cool.
Talk to Me, but it's a foot. It's for the
Make an
foot
entire like
boys.
franchise, and then
Yeah,
like the final movie is like the head.
yeah,
Finally
yeah.
found the medium's head.
Talk to me. Yeah, yeah. Good movie. I would do it. How much do you like this movie?
uh,
Like
a
I'm getting you like it,
I liked
right?
it a lot more than I thought I would, honestly. The
Yeah.
trailers,
But how much is that?
if I were to put it on like a scale of 1 to 10,
You don't have to, but any way you would describe it.
it's weird because it's not extremely comparable to many other movies that I can think of. But at the same time, it's clear that it's taking a lot of inspiration. I mean, I like this movie a lot. I'm definitely gonna buy the Steelbook for it.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's Umbrella Entertainment has this like it's the hand, it's the fucking the hand, the Steelbook.
You get the hand.
You get
A
you get
hand.
a
They
hand,
went through
a
a lot of interns at Umbrella.
hand.
A lot of devoted craftsmen.
Oh yeah, but this is what you get.
Show them what I get.
Um, you get the hand, a 48-page book, the steel book, like a really cool sort of like cover for it, and I think like a poster or something, or just like the 80 or 8 art cards, and yeah, and a poster.
Mm.
And it's really cool. I'll put that behind us.
You know what else I'd like from the sequel? Is the hand to come alive and start crawling around and doing things like the monster from that movie, or what's the Adams Family.
Thing.
I want it to be like an Adams Family movie.
I
want, and it should be a road trip movie where it's going to Burning Man. And
sounds like a whole different
it
movie.
should be like Little Miss Sunshine, but it's a hand driving the car, and they all have to get out and push, and there's Sufjan Stevens playing.
Okay.
That's what I want from the sequel.
All right.
Or they could go like, just put it in the MCU. Just put it in the MCU. You know, have like Hawkeye has to fight the devil.
So to answer your question,
Oh, sorry.
I really I really love this movie, actually. As I said, it's a movie that I'm definitely going to buy. Is it my favorite A24 horror movie? No.
Is it near that?
I would say, trying to think of, I would put this probably like right under X, maybe.
And what's it right above?
Right above. Hmm.
You should like animate a tier list in the background.
I mean, I would probably put this above the Saint Maud.
Saint Maud.
I would definitely.
I didn't see that.
I would definitely put this above Saint Maud for sure.
Maybe I'll watch that.
But it's a lot better than Saint Maud.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say it's closer to X in like the how much I like.
Yeah.
And I loved X.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How much? Like, what about you? Like, I know that you like this.
I like it quite a bit. This is like like really my type of movie. Like, it's not like amazing, you know. It's not like the I don't think this is like a groundbreaking movie. I think it's almost kind of, in some ways it feels generic for the moment that we're in. You know, we're in this time where horror kind of feels this certain way. You know, I think of like you know, the Ari Aster movies, and I think of like Barbarian, and I saw Smile last night. Me and the friends who I saw this movie with were comparing it to the Black Phone, and I watched that, and you know, it kind of it fits really well in with the tone of the horror movies that are coming out right now.
Yeah.
But it also I think it's also unique out of them, you know. I like this premise a lot. I love this premise. You know, the party
You know
the
what?
party monster.
You know what? Did you ever watch the movie Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
I didn't. No,
Oh,
that has
this
Adam
movie
Sandler in it.
that has Pete Davidson in it.
Oh, you're thinking Adam Sandler.
I'm thinking Pete Davidson, but I would say this movie is a double feature with Talk to Me and
Yeah.
Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Might
Interesting.
actually be kind of
Interesting.
a fun A24 double feature.
Yeah.
Um,
So I would say I liked it, but I don't absolutely love it. You know, I would happily watch it again, and I think I'll have a good time watching it again. But it's not making it onto a list of any kind for me.
okay.
But I got one more question for you, Mark. Will it be a classic?
I don't. I mean, I think in the horror community, yes, and I think especially if the sequel is really good and if they do end up making more or whatever.
Yeah, right. Could
Yeah.
this end up be? I don't know if this has franchise legs.
I don't know, but I mean, if it's just a duology, I'm cool with that. And if it's like a really strong, good like double feature, 1-2 movie, it's I could see it being maybe not like a huge horror classic on the level of like It or The Exorcist or The Shining, but like
Yeah, no way.
or even not close to like Hereditary levels.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see this getting really popular with trying to think of with like kind of like barbarian fans maybe. People who sort of like kind of that like ambiguous esoteric but not pretentious horror movies.
Yeah.
Where I think a lot of A24 movies and a lot of A24 fans get labeled as like, pretentious sort of film snob and stuff. And I think this movie is kind of a good like kind of in between movie where like if you're an A24 snob, you're gonna like it, and if you're just a horror fan, I think you'll also really like it.
Yeah.
How do you think people are gonna?
I don't think this is a classic. I just don't think it's made a cultural impact that's great enough to like, leave a mark on the genre or something. But I think it will be beloved. It will be loved by the people.
Did you like it more than Beau Was Afraid?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Beau Was Afraid made me want to pull my eyes out and slam my head into a table until demons took me to hell and just dragged me around while I was naked all day.
You really?
I would prefer to have the eyeball torture, yeah. Yeah, Ari Aster failed. Ari Aster failed me in my humble onion.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ari.
Sorry,
Ari.
I mean, I didn't really like those that much. I mean, Midsummer is still my favorite, but
that's a crazy take.
Sure.
Hereditary rocks.
I love Hereditary also. I don't know. There's something about Midsummer.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most beautiful.
It's pretty. Yeah. Good point. It's way more pleasant to look at than Hereditary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think if there's anything else about Talk to Me that we should touch on. I hope the director. Oh, okay. Really quickly, what would you like to see these directors do next? Like, what kind of story? Not a cursed object. It cannot be
no cursed object movies. Damn it. I guess I would like to see them do like a Ninja Turtles movie or MCU. Put them in the MCU. Put them in the MCU. Put them in the DCU. DCCU. I don't know. I would like another horror movie. They thrilled me this time. I would like another thrilling horror movie. I want them to do it till they're dead. For me. I don't know, like what particular,
I'd like to
story.
I'd like to see them do like a horror comedy.
A horror comedy.
Yeah.
Well,
like
this one definitely. This has comedic
Yeah.
you know,
So,
elements to it. This
yeah.
is nearly a horror comedy at moments.
Yeah. So like I like to kind of I would like to see them do like a slasher comedy and
Hmm.
like kind of lean a little bit more into the
Into the
comedy.
humor.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of funny.
I'd like to see how deep they could go.
Like,
Turn it up a notch. More sadness.
oh, okay, you want them to touch on like the grief
I
level.
want them to get fucked up.
All right.
I want them to twist my liver.
Okay. Uh,
Stress me out. You know, like you were saying earlier, I like movies that are stressful.
this movie stressed
Um,
me the fuck out.
yeah.
Um, but it was really good. I like it. Um, I don't know. Anything else to add?
Mm, Uh,
All right.
I got one funny thing to say. Nah, never mind. Let's just close it.
You gotta say it now.
All right, today I went to the bathroom and I have a bidet and I turned it on like really high and it like shot like water up my butt. And then when I turned it off and like the water came back out. Or so I thought. It was sitting there and I was like, "Oh my God, why is it like dripped for like a minute?" I was like, "Why is water still pouring out of my ass?" And like I kind of stand up to see what's going on. The day was still slightly on, shooting my butt with water, but just so lightly that I thought it was coming out of my butt.
All right.
But yeah, probably not a classic.
See you guys next time.